is live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find us all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. And hey, Rubes, this football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFAN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. Just head over to KFAN.com, keyword contest to learn more and enter today. That's KFAN.com. Keyword contest.
That's right. Thank you. And I want to say thank you to Bell Bank. I also want to say thank you to cultivatedcbd.com. Through tomorrow night at midnight, because I beat 3 people as the ghost in the Charge Challenge, you get 30% off at cultivatedcbd.com using the code KFAN GHOST. All one word, KFAN GHOST. Again, 30% off your order. All the products at cultivatedcbd.com. Thank you for sponsoring the Charge Challenge.
Question.
Yes, sir?
Did you guys announce what the punishment is?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I was like, did I miss that?
And I don't even know if we're going to be able to on Friday because we have 2 moving parts that are out of our control.
Right.
We believe they're both going to get the green light. But
I'm
we're
positive they will, but we have to have it.
I am too.
Yeah, we just have to have it
So
first.
we are 99.9% sure we have it locked in, but we have to wait for the 2 entities to give us the green light.
The big thumbs up.
Is it a 10-minute hug?
No.
Corey, yeah.
Eye contact the whole time.
So, yeah. So, but everybody that's involved in the bet knows the punishment.
Knows
So
the
that's all
punishment.
that
Got
matters.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just
Yeah.
waiting for confirmation. So we probably won't announce it Friday. We'll see. We'll see if we get the.
It's just fun to know. I love it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun if we had a, did you guys ever see that movie with the one guy from that one show where they played clips of TV shows?
Oh, yeah.
And then the other guy who was in, how about those apples? And they were
Matt
attached.
Damon.
Yep, that all makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Greg Kinnear and Matt Damon.
Yeah.
That's right.
Greg Kinnear from Talk Soup
Thank you. That's it.
and Matt Damon from.
So they did a
Good
movie
Will
where they
Hunting.
were attached.
Stuck together.
as twins.
Stuck on you? Stuck on me?
Stuck on you. I think.
Stuck on you. That's right.
Stuck something. What was that called?
What if the loser had to be stuck to somebody, and the crazy thing is, the loser gets to choose the person he's stuck to. So you might even win the Charge Challenge, but the loser might choose you, and you have to be stuck to them for 24 hours.
Are you sure you're talking about the film?
I wonder if Carrie Russell's available.
Pour water on them.
That would not be a punishment.
Anyway, that's a
We do it
punishment I would enjoy.
Can we do an on-air production meeting real quick?
Here we are. Yeah.
Carly, can you slide a little bit closer to Rosie?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You got the text from
Rosie, you don't have to move.
Rosie, you have to Venmo Zach now.
Brilliant.
Is that a Celine
Is this
Dion
better?
shirt that you have
That's
on?
exactly
I asked the same question.
Yeah.
I said, is that a Celine Dion sweatshirt or is that a brand I've never heard of? And she said, that's a brand I've never
Oh,
heard
no
of.
kidding.
Because hockey has a Celine Dion sweatshirt.
He does. Yeah, I didn't go to
He
the
does.
concert.
No, he does.
Celine Dion.
He bought
Oh,
it.
God, I
Yeah.
love
It's a
it.
sweatshirt that just says Celine. I don't know if there's a discography on the back.
Are you a
Or,
big fan of Mustangs?
I didn't know
That'd
any
be
other
sweet if
Celine.
there was a discography on the back.
Yeah.
Hawk bought it at the MGM gift shop.
I sure
No
did. I
joke.
didn't go to the concert.
Yeah.
Sure. He didn't even go to the concert.
didn't. I
I'm
just-
not
I
kidding.
thought it
He
was
paid
sweet looking.
$85 for it.
Is that how much I paid?
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the price tag.
It's a nice blouse.
Thank you very much for saying that. I think
Yeah,
it was
no,
purse.
it's not, but I do love Celine Dion.
How can you not?
My heart will go on.
Anybody
That's the
seen
way
that
it is.
documentary yet?
no.
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she's gone through hell.
Yeah.
My God.
Ooh, oof. Okay.
Yeah.
We should probably do some sportsies.
Sure.
Okay. Sportsies.
Yeah, one second. Let me hit the sportsy open.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Thank you, builders and
Builders and
remodelers.
Remodelers.
Thank you.
Twins won 10-5 over the Angels. That's the good news, Rosie. The bad news is the other 2 teams they're chasing also won. Kansas City 5-rip over the Yankees. Cleveland 5-rip over the White Sox. Silver lining is 2 of the teams that are chasing the Twins lost. Baltimore, beat Boston 5-3, and Seattle lost 7-3 to San Diego. So those 2 teams are now 4 games behind the Twins. The Twins, though, are just 3 games up on Detroit. So 6 back of the Cleveland Guardians. So again, the division now seems to be an absolute long shot, everything but a mathematical long shot. But now it's all about holding on to that wild card spot, and they're 3 games up on Detroit, 4 on Boston and Seattle.
Yeah, those are the teams they have to take. If you're a fan, keep an eye on the teams behind them, not ahead of them, because we've been watching Cleveland and Kansas City pretty much all year long, and now down the stretch they come, and they're pretty much pulling away with not a lot of time left, and the Twins kind of just skidding, through their schedule and win a game, lose 2, win 1. It's just there's not a path that I can see where going to go on an 8-9 game winning streak, and I think they have Cleveland coming up here shortly. That's about their only shot that they have as far as catching them. They're getting close to catching them, but getting the third wild card spot. But I mentioned with Common yesterday, it just feels a whole lot different than it did a year ago, when the momentum was there and they felt they had a team that was not only capable of winning a divisional series for the first time in 100 years, which they did, but potentially even going further than that. I don't get that sense at all because of the injuries in particular that devastated them. I mean, the Bucks, they're not out for a week or two; they're out for months. I guess Correa's getting closer and Buxton's trying, but we go through this scenario. It seems like every single year with their key players. So. Management has to decide if they want to be a contending type team or if they just want to be kind of the middle of the pack in terms of payroll and aggressiveness and the messaging to their fans. They want to continue on as they did this offseason. Good luck, because it's between that and the whole Bally Sports thing, it's not been a good year overall for a team that's really at times really fun to watch when they had it going, but. It's as we see in the NFL and any other sport, the front office has to be engaged with what they're doing connecting with the fan base, with personnel and everything else, and not just looking at the bottom line. And that's the thing that the Twins can't overcome. I think the messaging is clear to the fans.
What a story, Mark.
Yeah, that was a little too much.
And don't forget earlier in this year,
Well
Sauce called for a boycott. It got so bad.
I remember that.
Then he called for a girl cot.
That was
Then he called for a nap cot.
man.
And
Those
then
And an Epcot.
Thank you.
Okay.
And an
Mr.
apricot.
Disney.
And an apricot. You did one, Paul. Paul did one.
And a Cape Cod.
What?
He doesn't get this bit.
Stop while you're ahead.
I can't.
Rosie.
Yes, sir.
Mark Rosen, the Minnesota Lynx won 76-64 over Atlanta. Kayla McBride with 15, Nafisa Collier with 14, Lindsay Oberg with 12, Heather Zimmerman with 12. Lynx are 27-9.
Yeah, we were talking with Marnie about that yesterday, and the voice of the Minnesota Lynx, of course, and they were playing a team that's not very good this year, but it's all about not just getting the postseason, which are obviously going to be there, but potentially making another championship run. And I asked her yesterday on air, what are the chances that they could face Caitlin Clark in the playoffs, and how
Wouldn't that be
exciting
fun?
that
I know
would
her.
be at Target
Familiar
Center.
with her?
It would be electric atmosphere. It would be the icing on the cake this year, no matter what happens. And that Indiana team, which was not very good, that's why they were able to draft Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Look what she's done for that franchise. Not just wins and losses, but obviously attendance and everything else that has made her an all-star this year.
What she's done for the whole league.
Correct.
Honestly, yeah.
And for the future, everyone should be thanking her from a television revenue standpoint and everything else. But getting back to the more important issue at hand, because Cheryl Reeve doesn't give a rip about that. She wants to win a championship. But still, having said that, it would be a great matchup if they were to go head-to-head against Indiana. We'll see how that works out.
The Minnesota Vikings host the San Francisco 49ers Sunday noon right here on the Fan.
Hell yeah,
DraftKings
Alex.
has the Niners as a 6-point favorite. In Sauce, you said Ian Rappaport?
Yeah,
Was it?
he's
About a half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Said that he believes McCaffrey playing on Sunday is a long shot. Well, Jordan Mason, their running back, tore up the Jets.
He looked pretty damn good.
He looked extremely good. 147, I think, yards.
47, yeah.
So it's not like they have nobody behind him. That kid looked really good. But obviously, McCaffrey's the best running back in the league, so advantage Vikings that he's not playing. But that team's put up 32 points on the Jets.
Right.
And it could have easily been 45 or more.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the stat the other night that stood out was they led the league last year in receiving yards after catch. We always talk about yak and all that, the statistics, but they have the kind of wide receivers. They catch the ball. They don't just it's on a 7-yard out and they're out of bounds. They catch it and they go, and that's the biggest challenge that Brian Flores' defense I think is going to have, because Purdy just puts the ball in a position where his receivers not only can make the catch, but they can keep their momentum going forward. And that's going to be the key for the Vikings, to make sure that those 6-yard receptions don't turn into 16-yard receptions. It's going to be an intriguing matchup. The 49ers have had their troubles here. The Vikings beat them a year ago on Monday night.
It's going to be loud.
Different situation. But I can't wait. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a field goal type game, 100%. I really do. I think it's going to come down. It might be our new guy who we didn't get a chance to see last week other than kicking some extra points. Reichert, because I think he's got a great leg, and it's 40. You have great legs too.
I do. Thank
You
you.
really do.
You know, but yeah, it's fun. I mean, you got two glamour teams coming to town to start the season. The Texans coming the following week, and it's going to be it's going to be a fun atmosphere to say the least.
Yeah.
And then the Packers, maybe without Jordan Love, and then Aaron Rodgers in London.
Yep.
Yeah. Love will be out for. They're saying maybe against the Vikings. They got to be careful with him. And I'm saying that, all due respect to Jordan Love, who I like, but they got to be real careful. You don't want to bring that kid back too soon. They're stuck. This is what happens when you get a salary cap. You got your backups. You get Malik Willis, who's with him for 2 weeks,
who isn't very good. And I mean, the Colts will be a tough game. I think the Packers will win. The Titans are terrible enough that the Packers could beat the Titans with Malik Willis.
Yeah, maybe. All these teams are good, good enough when you're playing with your backup quarterback. But it's just a whole different world. You're as we see, week in, week out, the fortunes. That's when people make predictions about how is so and so going to be this year. I don't know. Ask me week 8. We'll see who's still standing. It's constant. Staying ahead of the injury bug and with key players because you just don't have the kind of depth. I mean, Jordan Addison probably won't play Sunday, and that the Vikings have enough in reserve; they can go without him.
Yeah,
what's happening?
What?
What? Hawks two words, I think. Wow.
I was wondering what you were laughing about over there. The Hawk just take his shirt off?
Yeah, I think so.
You got to
It's
watch
very
the
hot in
Power
here.
Hour.
Yeah.
What
It
is
is.
happening?
It's so hot in here.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. Got steamy back here real
Why
quick.
are you guys
What's going on?
undressing?
It's so hot in here. I don't
Yeah.
know why the heat
got
is
the
turned
meat
up all the
sweats.
way. I got the meat sweats.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh my!
Here's a non-story story because it feels like we've done this story 7 times. But the NBA had its league board of governors meeting this week, and they
Meanwhile,
not-
the League of Governors.
they did not discuss expansion. So Adam Silver says there wasn't a discussion about expansion at this week's meeting, but obviously it's something they are thinking about. He said, quote, "There was not a lot of discussion in the meeting about expansion, but largely not for lack of interest. It was that we had said to them that we're not quite ready yet. It was something we told our board we plan to address this season, but we're not quite ready yet."
Oh, Johnny Athletic yesterday, I think, laid it out pretty well because it's going. The expansion teams are going to Seattle and Las Vegas, and it's just a matter of Johnny Athletic's theory is they're waiting for LeBron to retire because he wants to be part owner of the Vegas team and put his money in there. Whether that's true or not, we'll see how that develops. But those are, without question, the two cities that the NBA is thinking about. Think about Vegas now with an NBA team, NHL team, NFL team. And years ago, you couldn't make a bet. I don't want to look around over there. You couldn't make a bet on a
Pants are off
sports team in there.
Right, as we've always talked about, Tony Romo got in trouble by the NFL for going to a fantasy football
Remember that.
conference.
Yeah.
Now they have NFL
They're in bed with
slot
them.
machines.
Yeah, exactly.
Hawk, have you played those?
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
Are they?
They're
They
fun.
call
yeah.
them girlfriends.
Yeah, the bonuses are hard to get, but when you get them, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, the bonuses aren't back, I don't think, from Brazil.
Did you call them slot machines?
And Alan Roach is
Is
there
that what you said?
Alan Roach is in the game?
in the slot machine.
Yeah, I
Is
saw
it really?
clips of
Let
it.
him out.
voice? Oh.
Alan Roach, Wales.
All right, let's test Sauce. Let's test your NBA knowledge.
What?
What year did the Seattle Supersonics move to Oklahoma City?
Wow.
Well, I would say, Kevin Durant, I think, played 1 season there, and he was drafted. He was the 2nd overall pick in 2007. So I would bet they moved there in 2008.
Hang on 1 second.
Good to know.
Paul?
Yes.
You did something right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Oh, boy,
Well
saucy.
done.
Besides Kevin Durant, can Hockey and Parrish name 4 Seattle Supersonics?
I bet you they can name 2. I bet
No.
you Caniac they can get 2.
3.
No.
No.
I think they can get 2 though.
No, they can't get 3
But I bet you they
But
can get
Seattle?
2.
Supersonics.
Okay.
I bet they didn't even know they were called the Supersonics.
Well,
That's
Want to
right.
bet a Caniac they can get 2? I bet you.
No, they can get.
Can you count, suckers?
They can get 2. Okay,
Sure.
let me start over. Can hockey get 2?
What?
Like how they called
I'm
you
with my
out.
partner in crime over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We
a
are a
duo.
team.
It's a team.
Yeah, it's a team,
I
baby.
can't separate them.
3 is my number.
2 is my number. Come on. Bet some chicken. What are you,
Good
chicken? Let's
Lord.
go. Come on.
Nobody
Caniac,
calls me chicken.
no
needles.
slaw extra
Nobody.
toes. Let's go.
No.
I bet you they can get 2. Let's go.
Of course they can.
How about 3?
All right, no bet.
Meet in the middle.
No bet. Go for it.
Sean Kemp.
Yeah, Sean
That's
Kemp.
1.
What about,
wasn't that Gary Payton?
Yeah,
Those
Gary
are the
Payton.
2.
2, yeah.
Those are the 2 that I thought you would get. Now, just for fun, let's see if I would have bet Sauce. Can you name a third? Those were the 2.
Clive the Glive.
Clive the Glive. Wrong
Not
for
his name?
so many
No,
reasons.
Charles Buckley.
No.
Larry Bird.
Greg Ostertag.
Oh, the guy who threw the passes. Jimmy Pants.
Jimmy Pants.
What is
The
his
guy who threw the pass.
Jimmy Bucket.
Russell Wilson?
name? No, the guy who. John Andrasik. What is his name? Havlicek.
Havlicek player.
Celtic.
Played in the 60s for the Celtics.
Yeah.
They called him the guns. The hell was that guy's
Pistol
name?
Pete
That's
Maravich
Yeah, he
did
played-
not play for
No.
Seattle.
He played for Atlanta.
Pistol Pete.
Pistol.
Johnny Pants.
Played Johnny Pants.
I can't
By the
think
way-
of another.
Lost in the shuffle. Greg
Great actor.
Ostertag? How'd you come up with that name?
Met him a couple summers ago at that wild alumni game.
Yeah,
he was there.
yeah.
So I BS with him for a long time.
He's a huge hockey fan,
and a
right?
super, super nice guy. And he makes you feel tiny.
Yeah,
Big
he's,
boy.
Oh, yeah, he was on my team.
whoa. I don't know if you should say that on the radio.
Give me another name that I should have known because I can't think of any.
Detlef Schrempf.
I mean,
Come on.
I don't know if I've ever heard that name before.
That wasn't
I've heard
I
it
don't
because
know
the guy
if I
says
can
dead
name it.
left shrimp.
a bizarre name.
famous Sonics.
That's what I'm saying. You said it's to fail.
What-
There are-
yeah, what-
The
they-
hedgehog.
There you
Well
go.
played.
Turner. Oh, Turner's so happy he said that, Carly.
I got you.
Man, there were.
There ain't none.
Okay. Can they name the starting 5 of the Timberwolves?
Now? Absolutely not.
That
No.
was it. That started playoff games last year.
No.
Can they name 3 of them?
Oh, yes.
First of all,
Butler,
Rosie,
Butler.
slow down.
4.
I'm trying to think if they can even get 3. It's the 2 for sure. Then after that,
they will.
I don't.
They can get
Rosie,
Richard
is this the
every
first
day.
time you've heard this show?
that's true.
They
Do
can
you
get.
think they know all 5
They can
wolves?
get
I bet you my
3,
house they
4
don't
of
know
them.
all
They can
5.
get 3.
Give him a shot. Let's go.
They can get 3.
All right, we don't have a bet, but let's just
What?
try it.
And
There's the 1.
Cat.
There's the 2.
is
Nas Reed a starter?
no, I Mike Conley.
Mike Connolly.
You one of them?
I think that sounds right.
There's
to me.
3.
I've heard that
Yeah.
name before. Isn't there a guy named Anderson?
I think there's what about the Rudy Gobert?
There's 4.
Rudy Gobert.
Gee,
Wow, they would have had
You might have
4.
lost your house.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Gobert?
no, never mind.
Or no, you said there's not a guy named
5th one's going to be
Anderson?
tough.
What was the? What
You
was
got
the?
4 of them.
Not Nas Reed?
That's
Nas
the one
Reed's
I
not a
was
starter?
thinking of. He
I
wasn't
think
a
he's a
starter.
starter.
Oh,
Let me look at this guy. Hold on, let me think. Let me look at their faces.
Rosie's typing things.
I'm looking up Seattle Supersonics.
He's a real tall guy. He's real muscular. Tall guy.
yeah.
Are we going to
that
accept that, guys, or not? He said tall guy.
No,
Tall guy.
we're not going to accept tall guy.
Maybe Rosie's looking up the starting lineup for the
No, I'm looking up
Timberwolves.
Supersonics that I've long forgotten.
Carl Scatterbrain?
Yeah.
I'll
Just
give you a
guess
hint.
Johnny
I'll
Pants.
give you a hint. His name is very close to the 2nd overall pick in the NFL draft that went to the Washington Commanders that is a quarterback from LSU.
Doesn't help me a bit.
Jalen Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
Is it Jaden Daniels?
J-Mac. Jaden McDaniels.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey,
J-Mac.
You lost your
that.
house, Cor.
attaboy. Hey,
You gave them the name with a hint.
Yeah.
They would not have gotten
We still got 4.
Jade McDaniels.
No,
4 is
yeah,
more
yeah,
than I would have
yeah.
guessed.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was very, very good. Headlines when the Power Trip Morning Show returns with Carly, Parrish, Rosie, and the rest of us idiots after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
the way, I'm reading a story about the San Francisco 49er, Mr. Pearsall, that got shot in that robbery, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We mentioned this when it first happened, that I'd heard that in the struggle, the assailant got shot as well. It's true.
Mm-hmm. The 17-year-old kid.
Yeah, in the struggle, 3 shots were fired. One of them, of course, somehow, the miracle bullet hit Mr. Pearsall in the chest, but didn't hit anything major.
Amazing.
Right, went out his back and
Yeah.
missed all vital organs.
Another bullet hit the defendant in the forearm. This wound, like Pearsall's, was a through and through, meaning that it passed through the body without inflicting any major structural damage. So,
And he's not playing not because of that so much. He also had some other injury issues, it sounds like, right? I think he was on the injury list.
before that, I think that does ring a bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
don't think the
first round
shooting
pick.
helped.
Yeah. No, I don't think it helped.
Yeah, right.
No.
Man, what a miracle. Holy
My
moly.
God.
Jeez
Yeah.
Louise.
That is for sure.
Charles Barkley didn't play for the Supersonics. Are you guys sure?
No, and you said Charles Buckley anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
But Barkley did not.
I get credit for that, though, if he did.
That would have been close, yeah.
Yeah.
We probably would have given you that one.
Yeah,
I
probably.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, shall we do headlines?
I can't think of anything I really do.
Now it's time for Headlines.
Headlines brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. Go solar. Get solar panels like I did a couple of weeks ago. Get those panels put up. Wolf River Electric. Check out their website. They'll walk you through it. They're awesome people.
Proud partner of your Minnesota Vikings as well.
Right, Rosie, nobody at the fan is more of an environmentalist than me.
When
Not
I think
even
of
close.
environment, I think of you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't go out into the environment, but I care about
never
it.
do.
Right.
No,
Sauce, this is weird, but could you turn around for a second and not look at what I'm going to show everybody else? And I'm going to show the camera as well.
Oh, yeah. Whip that
Okay.
thing out.
Yeah, you're going to show us.
No, I'm being serious.
It's
Don't
about time,
turn around.
Cor.
Don't
It's
look.
about time.
Give us 10 seconds.
I've
okay?
been wondering about
everybody,
this for
everybody
20
read
years.
this.
Okay,
Everybody see
yeah,
that?
we got it.
You
Got
guys
it.
see that over there?
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
Show the camera.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody got it?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. Feel free to join.
Yeah, thank you, Sussy.
All right, here we go. Headlines brought to you by Wolf River Electric. Shaq says he lost a $20 million deal after joking that he thought the earth was flat. I don't know what deal he lost, but he claims when he joked about it, he said he was joking. He wasn't serious. And some $20 million deal fell through.
Were you talking to Kyrie Irving?
I don't know. I don't know what that story is. This is just headlines.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If Heinz made ketchup sprinkles, would you buy them?
No.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I love sprinkles and I like ketchup, but nope.
No.
Sprinkles?
Rainbow sprinkles
I don't
are
know what.
the best.
Ice cream?
So, but exactly, are these truly ice cream sprinkles, or
Yeah,
is this
they-
like ketchup dust that you would?
you
I'd
can
say
put on a
ketchup dust.
hamburger
Yeah,
still.
you put
Yeah,
on
like
your
put on
ketchup
fries.
dust.
I wonder what it is.
Gross. No.
Fries.
But what if that was the case? What if it was fries, but you could basically dust them with ketchup?
I would
No?
just use regular ketchup.
How about
there
just
is that.
regular
Yeah.
ketchup?
Okay,
regular
just checking.
ketchup.
Yeah.
Just
Don't
asking, baby.
complicate
Let's,
things.
yeah,
I would do
exactly.
it. I'm going to do it.
To steal Zach's
Wait,
bit,
looks like they do have
ketchup
ketchup
dust is
sprinkles.
playing first half.
Yeah, Sunday.
Some companies make ketchup sprinkles, apparently.
Yeah, your dad's.
Gross.
It's like seasoning.
Yeah.
A-
Ranch seasoning is a big hit.
Don't tell me that.
It is very nice.
Ranch seasoning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like on
Throw it in
macaroni.
a crock pot, too.
Just the seasoning thing?
Yeah.
It'll
a bad
melt.
idea.
And like some chicken. Oh, it's great.
Speaking of Crocs, McDonald's and Crocs are teaming up with a new Happy Meal. My kiddo will definitely want that because she loves Crocs and she loves McDonald's Happy Meals.
As in Ray Kroc?
More of an alligator.
Oh,
guy.
see, that's clever, Rosie, right there.
Thank you.
I got
Yeah.
that, Zach.
What's that class I took about
Wordplay.
Sex ed.
wordplay?
You
sex.
Butt
He
bar.
taught that class.
Rosie.
Maybe you guys saw this story earlier in the week. An 84-year-old woman in Florida was attacked by a gator while walking her dog.
Running back.
What? What are you pointing at?
Before she was attacked.
Are you pointing at Hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, he would.
Got attacked by a gator.
These things happen a lot, it seems like. They're walking near a pond and the gator
She was
goes, I
just
haven't
walking
had
her dog,
breakfast yet.
and then a gator jumps out and attacks her.
Yeah, well, that's where he lives.
That's where he lives.
Gator don't play, no.
What's sad?
How close
Is she okay?
Like,
Yeah, I mean-
man.
Son of a bitch. I'm glad I didn't bet.
I would have guessed he would have said it. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
I
Tim
could see him.
Tebow okay?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
there
Sauce.
you go.
I said Sauce will say poor Tim Tebow. God, that's what I wrote down.
You know what? He's
He just
he's
is
so
distracted.
tired of your
But here's the deal. Here's what I need to do in the future.
kiss somebody.
I need to I don't think it mattered in this case, but this is like Sauce was on guard because I had him turn around. If I had just written this down and showed you guys before he walked back into the studio, might not have, but my chances would have been higher. I greatly decreased the opportunity because he knew something was up. You were on guard.
She was attacked by a gator.
Right, I was trying to bait you.
A gator.
But if I had just said it the first time and not... next time I'm going to put it in an envelope like I'm Johnny Carson and just wait for you to say, poor Tim Tebow! And then unveil the
He wouldn't have done it
answer.
today. He's sad and upset.
I'm not sad.
Yeah, you better than you were?
I'm great.
First couple segments, man, he was in the...
I'm not sad.
Yeah,
And the Shadur.
Get a sleep.
No, brilliant. I'm not sad.
Thumbs up.
I'm great.
Do you need a good cry?
No.
You want a hug?
Do you want a
That's
long
longer than
hug?
5 seconds?
Sure.
You want a long hug and a good cry?
And a smooch.
And a smooch?
I believe a long hug and a good
tongue?
cry is how he has a kid on the way.
That's pretty funny.
Thanks. Should have written that one down instead.
That's pretty funny.
Can't wait to babysit.
Hey, can I?
No.
That was creepy as hell.
You and Lawyer Lambert.
Me and Laura Lambert will be over there.
Babysit, too. What were you saying, Paul?
Kelly.
Can I? Whoa. Can I do something?
I doubt it.
Jets and 49ers, Manning cast, post lowest viewership since 2021.
Yeah,
I'm
like it.
on to something.
I like the Belichick. I watched the Belichick first half, and I thought it was pretty interesting, only because you never see that side of Bill Belichick. You know, he's always so surly about everything, and he was obviously his football knowledge is second to none.
Also, his knowledge of sorority girls.
Wow, well
Amen,
played.
brother.
Apparently,
Second to none.
yeah. Is he dating a 24-year-old or something? Did I hear that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Wait, he
Preach
still
it.
is?
I did not watch, and as much as I love Adam Sandler, I didn't watch his segment. I thought, no, I'm done.
Would you have been more interested if he was dating a member of Omega Mu?
Preach.
What? Oh, okay.
They partied with the Tri-Lambs. You don't remember that? That was 1984.
You moves sure know how to party.
Legendary.
One of the all-time great films. Very problematic looking back, but still.
Well,
A little bit.
Times were different. An 84-year-old woman in Florida was attacked by a gator while walking her dog.
Man, is Brandon Spikes okay? You play for the Gators, look it up. Is
Percy Harvin. Okay?
Percy Harvin okay?
Did you guys see a Delta Airlines plane clipped another plane as they were both taxiing off the you know, they were
on the
they weren't in
runway.
the air, they were riding
Thank
around.
God.
knock the tail off
But the one knocked the tail section off of the other plane and no one was injured. I forget, was it Singapore? I forget where, like, or maybe Korea. I forget where it was going. I'm pretty sure it was an international flight.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if you have a 10, 12-hour flight ahead of you anyway, and now the freaking tail gets knocked off on the runway, which means you have to sit there probably a long time before they get everybody off the plane, then they got to get the luggage off the plane. You might not get out of there for another day. I wonder how long it took them to actually get that flight of people on their way to wherever they were going.
How
12
do
hours,
you
24
not
hours?
see
Don't know.
each
Hey, how are
other
I don't know.
coming?
I don't know.
How?
Blind spot.
How?
There's a blind spot.
Your
there.
eyes closed.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I've been also surprised it doesn't happen more often. Things like that, fortunately, and unfortunately, it's on the ground. But I'm still saying it's the safest way to travel. And I'm amazed how little we do hear about. You know, they use the term near miss, but that type of situation
near
on the ground,
hit.
yeah, still pretty frightening.
A fake doctor operated on a patient while watching YouTube.
Jeez.
Wait,
There's a lot of
Is Dr. Oz okay?
I've heard my my teenage
Dr.
daughter and her friends talk about this a lot. There's a lot of like Instagram therapists now and YouTube doctors.
Oh, boy.
People are trying to save money, so they just find somebody online that has like a
Danger.
YouTube channel and
talk to them personally.
you Venmo them some money and they give you
no,
advice.
No.
Wait, you have to Venmo them?
Well, I mean, I think they're doing it for money. It's like Instagram therapists.
Shocker. People are getting taken advantage of that.
Yeah, no. Buyer beware, 100%.
It is over for Campbell Soup.
What?
Oh,
No,
don't you say
what?
that.
End of an era.
Don't you say it.
No.
Button bar.
More tomato soup with crackers?
No, you can still have that.
You mean your white friends?
They are.
Brilliant.
That's good stuff.
Hog's on fire today.
It really is.
Thank you.
No, they apparently they still have to have people vote, but it sounds like they are leaning towards changing the name to Campbell's Company and dropping the soup part because they have so many other brands and products like Pepperidge Farm breads, crackers, cookies, Goldfish,
Videos.
paste, salsa, Prego, and sauces,
Spaghetti.
stuff like that. Snyder's pretzels, kettle chips. So they have so many other things that to call themselves Campbell's Soup, they say now doesn't make a lot of sense.
Why can't they just call it Campbell's?
Agreed.
Like,
Campbell's
I feel like
Company,
that's just
unnecessary.
better, yeah.
Yep,
Wow.
for sure. Man.
Can they pay me a
Freaking-
consulting fee for that?
No.
At great advice?
The higher ups at Campbell's specifically mentioned Goldfish crackers, which they own because they own Pepperidge Farm.
The best.
They expect Goldfish snacks to become their largest brand by 2027.
the best. Cheddar, Goldfish,
They are
A+,
pretty impressive.
10 out of 10.
Man, that is 80% of my childhood.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be here without Mountain Dew, Goldfish, and Doritos. That was 90% of my diet, 80% of my childhood.
How have you lived this long?
How
A
are
medical
you
marvel like
alive?
Ross Geller.
Hello.
They didn't need to make him into the fish shape, but they did. And I love them for it.
Yeah.
Dad, now what's wrong with you? You get depressed about
very
goldfish.
somber.
Yeah.
No, I'm very sentimental.
I think all of you need to cry.
You want to get a cry together sometime?
I mean, I'm good, but I'll hold you.
Well,
While you
Rosie
cry.
has to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, while you cry, I'll hold
Hockey's
you.
cried.
Carly, maybe you should be an Instagram therapist, but just offer hugs.
Yeah, I'll offer hugs and long hugs.
The site just crashed.
Onlyhugs.com.
Only hugs.
Charge for a hug.
Carly'sHugs.com. And they have to be 5 seconds or more.
And topless.
Your mic is on.
Carly or the person hugging?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it
Yes.
topless. And then you guys can, and then they can cry in a safe space.
Rosie,
Happy
relax.
tears.
Rosie's throwing
Rosie,
money.
put your phone down. It's not up and running yet.
Yeah, it's because of the tears.
He's trying to swipe his card.
If someone would like to build me that site, I'm all for it. Let's go.
Are you?
Because
Is
I
that
get good hugs.
Is that one of those caramel apple suckers?
Those are the best.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
What
obsessed
are you
with
doing?
them.
I love
Yeah,
them.
they're the best.
I
Caramel
love
apple
them.
suckers
That is
are
the best sucker.
Yes.
the best.
It's the best.
Of all time.
Didn't they
Yeah.
have a red apple one?
Yep,
Did you
just
try
as
that?
good.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never tried
Yeah.
that one.
Barb had them in her office, and they were
Yeah,
awesome.
Caramel apple suckers are a 10 out of 10.
10 out of
can't
10 would
stop.
try.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have like
chef
5 a
reactions.
day. I'm addicted.
Yep. Can't blame you. We're, a week or two away from the 50th season premiere of Saturday Night Live.
How about that?
Ooh.
So we've learned that
Is
Lorne Michaels is
that
still
right?
going strong.
Punky
too.
Johnson not returning. She never
lady
made, she
from
never
that
made me
TV
laugh, so I'm not
show?
bummed about
Right.
that. I didn't think she was that good.
Who else is-
Molly Carney not coming back. I thought she was all right.
She's got a road trip out.
And
there.
then,
Rides up.
And then yesterday it was Chloe Trost who just joined last year. She announced that she was not asked back. So it's, sometimes people leave, sometimes people
Yeah.
do not get renewed. She specifically made it sound like she wanted to come back, but she was not asked back.
Have they announced any of the guest hosts yet?
I haven't seen
No,
that, but they
not
did
yet.
announce 3 new cast members. So 3 are out the door,
are
and
they, Hawk?
3 new that have joined. And obviously, we've never heard of any of the 3, but still, good luck to the 3 new ones.
Hawk, who are the 3 new ones?
Carol Baskins.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
But you would.
Yeah, his name is You Wood.
You are good at this job. You are.
You are.
And then you are.
You are Ewing.
No.
James Webb.
Great hotel.
Telescope guy?
Yep. James Webb. 2 B's.
Telescope guy?
The Darkness' song, I Believe in a Thing Called Love, is now back on the charts thanks to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce singing it the other day at the U.S. Open.
That song Wales.
I love it. Good tune.
I love
Yeah,
their
great
love.
song.
Yeah. Everything she touches.
Oh,
Button bar. Button bar.
That was.
You're not even trying.
No, I don't
It's a
have
meat
it.
sauciness.
What was you saying? Is
Yeah.
what I just said.
What?
What was he referring to? What is that a song?
Taylor.
They were singing it.
I
at the-
said everything that Taylor Swift.
Oh, I thought you were doing a song lyric.
No. It might be in there. I don't know. It's possible.
What was you saying?
What happened?
You all right back
What
there?
he just said.
Was you saying?
What did I say? Everything.
It might be in there.
It's my favorite Dave Matthews song.
Well, oh, yeah.
What you say?
It's all right.
so good.
That's an all right song.
What's his best? What's your favorite Dave Matthews song? When he's not dumping fecal matter on a boat in Chicago.
Yeah, Hawk's dad now lives under that river in case it happens again.
Lives under the river.
Under the river. Under the river. With Starbucks.
So he lives under the water in Chicago?
Yeah, with Starbucks SquarePants.
Yeah.
Starbucks SquarePants.
Or whatever the guy's name is.
SquarePants?
That's him.
That's him.
So where does Hawk's dad live now?
He lives on the Chicago River.
And now it's on it.
Yeah, like on top of it. And
Not
then when
under
he sees any kind of bus of any sort stop, he floats his raft under it like he's an angel making a snow angel and just waits for the feces. And some days he strikes out. A lot of the times he strikes out.
Oh.
But when the fecal matter is there,
He must love St. Patrick's Day.
yeah, he does. A lot of pooping.
So does he live in the raft or does he just hustle down to the river when somebody drives over there?
There's a van down there.
He
My
hustles.
mom must be looking for him. Thanks for telling me. I mean, we didn't know any of this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, man.
Well, you didn't look under the river.
I had no idea where to look. I didn't know. You know, who would knew?
Who?
Okay.
Jell-O is coming out with a limited edition line of home decor that is apparently ridiculously Jell-O-like. But
what?
Home decor made out of Jell-O.
What?
Home decor.
Okay.
I mean,
I had a waterbed. That sounds like pretty much
Of course you did.
everyone
Of
in the
course you
world
did.
would have guessed that.
Yes, of course. That was,
What about
you
a Jell-O
did.
that was
bed?
like a Jell-O bed.
Aren't
Yeah.
they terrible for you?
No, they were good for your back.
No way.
And what
There's
else?
no way that was good for your back.
Rosie,
No,
what-
I was sold that way. I was sold it that way.
What age did you buy a waterbed?
22.
Oh,
What was the main reason you bought a waterbed
Really
at
good
22?
night's sleep.
But
And
realistically,
my bong that was in my
Pants.
bedroom.
how do you get
That
it
was a
on
big deal.
a waterbed?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, you'd be
Like how
surprised.
unsteady.
It's the same way Dwight Hockey does it on the Chicago River.
Yeah, see, he gets it.
Does all the work for you.
Damn right, man.
Does
On
all
that
the work
raft.
for you, Rosie.
Did you know the first waterbed was invented in 1833? By the way?
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Did they still
They
make
were.
them?
No, I doubt
Sure they
it.
do.
Man, do they?
Yeah,
Oh,
they do.
someone does,
Absolutely.
yeah.
For sure.
I wonder
They
how
have
they
some-
made
Yeah,
it
they
back
do.
then. Before plastic.
Invented by Scottish physician Neil Arnott to prevent bed sores in invalids.
Just get a sleep number.
You know,
makes a
you'd be
lot of
better
sense,
off
doesn't it?
filling them
They
with
had-
silicone.
This one's $100,000.
What were you talking about, Carly?
I think that it's kind of like an implant. Like there's a saline and silicone.
Yeah, right.
I bet they'd make for good pillows.
Right? And I think that
They
if you
do.
did silicone, it would be much more comfortable
Jesus,
and
Hockey.
a little bit stronger.
I like my bed to be natural.
Well played. You are good at this.
See, to prevent bed sores in invalids, which makes sense if you think about it. It was known as Dr. Arnott's hydrostatic bed for
It's
invalids.
a terrible name.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was back
Had
in
a
the old
heater.
days.
It was great.
He was like, we'll
Rolls
get a
off
better
the
name.
tongue.
We'll get a better name in the future.
What?
Basically,
Hydrostatic bed for invalids?
that's right. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. You should have heard the one he made for the mental institution. His terrible name.
What
Oh,
was
boy.
it?
Sauce, why don't you tell us?
No.
Basically, some bath water and a rubber canvas and some extra bedding.
Rubber.
The waterbeds took off and were placed in hospitals around the world. In 1871, Mark Twain described them in a church home in Elmira in an article for the New York Times, saying the waterbeds and invalid chairs at present belonging to the church are always in demand and never out of service. So they were a big hit. All right, man, let's
They
go.
sound terrible.
I had one when I was young, like
Yeah.
probably like 9 to 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it in the
That
shape
young.
of a race car?
No, it wasn't. Just a regular waterbed. Yeah. I mean, it was great at that time, but yeah, I don't know how good it would be for my back now. To be
Could you
honest.
imagine having one in college and how much play you'd get just from having the waterbed? Woo.
Your mic's on.
Rosie?
Okay.
Some of us didn't
It does-
experience that in college.
I did Google it, and it does say that it helps your back.
It
Does it?
does.
Distributes your body weight evenly.
Yeah, see what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Yeah.
The history of waterbeds often includes some pretty sordid stories. So, The aptly known pleasure pit
Wow.
Okay.
No.
was what it was called when Charles C. Hall was peddling waterbeds out of the back of his van.
Oh my.
Hall is considered the inventor of the modern waterbed.
Mm-hmm.
After experiment, you knew that?
No, I did not know.
After
Just listening to
experimenting
you.
with different ways to create furniture that didn't cause him any uncomfortable pressure points.
Mm-hmm.
So he was selling them out of the back of his car.
Is that a little creepy? I mean,
bit.
are you going to trust a guy that's selling waterbeds out of a van?
Not if it's called the pleasure pit.
That's the part that makes it creepy.
That sounds on the up and up.
The pleasure pit.
That sounds like somebody who's trustworthy.
Good. And now you know about the waterbeds.
And
Back to
knowing
you.
is half the battle.
Of course, 22-year-old Rosie had a waterbed and a bong.
Yeah.
And a lava lamp.
You can get one right now for $12.79 on Wayfair.
Hawk will buy it.
They had a nice frame. There were some high-end waterbed places in town.
Yeah, man. I had one that when I was a kid.
Sorry.
It's true.
You missed out on that whole era.
Had one when I was a kid, and this is not a joke, guys. I swear to you, this is a true story. I had one, and lost my V card on there. And then it short-circuited and melted the mattress, and I woke up in a puddle of water. It's true. Not kidding. It's a true story.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. What's that again?
Was this the lady whose boyfriend's dad hit you?
Yeah. Good pull. Yes, it was. You got a good memory on you.
Well, I like your stories. You know, Hawk was beat up by a dad?
I have quite a few of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wasn't supposed to be there?
No, he was sad about his lady friend.
Yeah, she was
And he went over
out-catting around. And,
Wait, was that the same night?
No,
the
different
melting.
night.
Okay, so months later, weeks later, whatever it was.
Yeah, it short-circuited. You know, like the cord or something got bent or
Right.
something. You know, because the heater goes underneath the waterbed mattress, and it melted the mattress. And when I woke up, I rolled over, and it was like splash.
See, the heat
I'll wake
aspect
you up
of it is the no. That sucks.
Yeah.
Who wants a hot bed?
No, especially
Gross.
a rubber hot bed.
No thanks. Ice cold.
Mine was ribbed for pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah, you were slamming too hard.
Isn't that dangerous though? Like with the water and the electricity.
No.
Yeah.
Like you're lucky
Yeah,
you
no, I
didn't
know.
get
I know. I'm lucky to be here.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
waterbed.
Chris, did your waterbed have mirrors on the ceiling?
No.
Is that the same house
Rosie,
you
did
saw
yours?
the
No.
spooky lady?
Yes.
No. We had our animal house over there on 23rd and Aldrich, but there was enough other nonsense going on, but no mirrors.
Did your house have a name?
No, we just called it kind of the animal house. We had Hooker the cat.
Whoa.
We had a lot of
the
weird.
Hooker.
We had people were coming in and out all the time of the house, and we had some really weird stuff growing in the refrigerator.
Marijuana.
Oh no, more
Larry
than that.
Noodle.
And
Larry Limp
Black mold.
a lot of Velveeta cheese. I mean, it was a real
Quaaludes.
healthy environment.
Quaaludes.
Lube or Quaalude?
Both.
Okay. Sounds lovely.
But I lived
Grow
through it.
lube.
We all lived through it somehow.
Yeah, man.
What a time. The 70s.
Liquid glass leaks and fires inside a Shakopee manufacturing plant resulted in minor injuries on Tuesday. Did you know that there was such thing as liquid glass? Is that what
Glass
like what
blowing.
it is before
Yeah,
it becomes glass?
Well,
Well,
yeah,
you can do glass blowing.
yeah.
There you go.
Right? I mean, it is that season.
The incident began shortly after 10 a.m. at the Anchor Glass Production Company. The Shakopee Fire Department said it responded to the facility in a report that 3 tanks leaking liquid glass. I guess that's toxic. I guess it would be. I guess what? Nobody required transport to the hospital, but there's a big glass company apparently in Shakopee, and they were leaking liquid glass. Didn't know that was a thing. I guess I didn't even think about it. I guess you're right. It is how they blow glass. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Hope everybody's okay.
Grease.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good luck.
Thank you. Auburn quarterback Peyton Thorne has heard his fair share of criticism following the Tigers' recent loss to California. Thorne said during an appearance on the Next Round that he has received messages on Venmo from bettors asking for their money back because of his play.
That's pretty funny.
Wasn't Thorne the name of the principal in Teen Wolf?
I mean,
Only you would
why
know
are you
that.
asking any of us?
why would
Third
you?
baseman in Major League.
That was Dorn.
Darn.
You're the only one in here who knows that.
I think Thorne was the Teen Wolf principal.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So let's look it up while we talk about this gambling bit. So he was asking for
Yeah.
Venmo.
Yeah, Thorne joked that when they lose money, they want their money back.
Okay. That'll work.
But when they win, they never give him any.
Yeah.
at the request of the NCAA, Maryland, Louisiana, Idaho.
It was?
Yeah.
Maryland, Louisiana, Ohio, and Vermont are among the states that have banned sports books from offering prop bets on college players.
Yeah.
Peyton Thorne's a cool name.
It is a cool
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Sounds like a quarterback.
Yeah.
Peyton Thorne.
Isn't Thorne the name of the band led by Jonathan Davis?
It's,
Corn.
Corn.
I knew that
I
one.
mean, not bad.
Not good.
Yeah.
And lastly, details are out on the citations Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill received in Miami-Dade County. Pulled over outside Hard Rock Stadium going into the season opener, forcibly removed from his vehicle, placed in handcuffs. The Miami-Dade Police Department, yesterday released 2 traffic citations for the 30-year-old. One shows he was pulled over for driving an estimated 60 miles an hour in a 40 miles per hour zone. That's not even close to what.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Right.
The other was he was cited for a seatbelt violation. So I guess it was a bit of an overreaction to throw him on the ground.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Again, he didn't help, though.
Yeah, no, he shouldn't have rolled his window up, all that
Yep.
stuff. But
He definitely was not listening to what the officers were saying. And
when he's in cuffs, though, you don't need to
right.
Yeah.
You don't
grab
put him
him
on
in
the
a
ground.
chokehold.
Every like when something like this happens, it feels like everybody has to pick one side,
Right.
Instead of
Right.
just saying,
You know what?
how about everybody made some
Culpability.
mistakes?
Yeah.
You gotta. If he's asking you to roll your window down again,
Right.
first of all, why did you roll it up the first time? You got to roll your window down.
And the tint, I think, played a huge factor too.
For
you
sure.
could not see.
And
But-
keeping that rolled up. But then again,
But
once he's
geez.
down and he's handcuffed,
Then they were
we don't
way
need
over
to-
the top,
Yeah.
right? Way over the top. So, and same thing with what Calais Campbell or whatever, when they're
Right.
saying like, move, you get in the car and
Jonnu
move,
Smith,
and
yeah.
none of them are listening. It's
No.
like, guys, like
a
we get it.
conversation.
They're being over the top too. They're making mistakes. The police officers were ridiculous, but man, nobody was helping them out at all by even remotely listening. It's a tough spot.
True. It's true.
A lot of blame to go around. Whatever. But you got to
like
pick
for
a
this
side,
show
I guess.
today.
Yeah.
Lots of people to be blamed for what happened on this show today.
I would blame Sauce's attitude the first 30
I agree.
minutes of the
He
show.
really threw me off.
Absolutely
Yeah,
the
I was
problem.
able- I was
Great.
able to
Missed it.
recover.
You guys can all kiss hot dogs.
Then you guys
It's
can
still
blame my
happening.
hugs.
Carly, you're an American treasure.
you guys.
Parrish and Rosie, we tolerate both of you.
I don't know how.
Mark, we'll see you on Friday for initials or what?
See you Friday.
Final,
Well, yeah,
semifinal.
I got to get there for the Charge Challenge too.
Oh, good point. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Charge Challenge. We're back tomorrow with 1 billion people, 5:30 to 9. 9 to noon is next. See you tomorrow.